G'day, you dunce. How are yous? Only going to be a 4-hour stream this morning. So we needs to get some bug fixing. Squash those bugs, indeed, gamer. Indeed. We must squash. What do I need to get first? That's what we need. Get that. Da boy, how you doing? Good morning, you gadunts. See, get that up there. Let's switch me down here so that we can do this while the ads play. I think everything's set up. There's probably something I've forgotten, but yeah, that's what happens. May the going merry be with you. What's the going merry? Good stuff. I already told you. I've forgotten. Economy, trade, business, credit. I got no idea what these connections are. What even are these connections? Going Merry is the first ship the crew gets in One Piece. What's One Piece? Wait, don't tell me, don't tell me. iHeart said it yesterday. One Piece is a cartoon, right? Nuh-uh. Oh, that's great. Actually, that's the one thing I never get. Like, what's the difference between... Like, I know there's a difference. I know there's a difference, but I don't know what it is. Airplane. Yep, airline classes. Flight types. There's craft. No, I don't know. Line. No. I didn't know what it was called. That's fair. I didn't even know what it was, so you're one up on me there. How? Namesake, site, credits, calling. No, reference. Oh. Which one is it? Which one's not correct? Site, credit, reference, report. Japanese animations, anime. Western animation, cartoon. So you're telling me that I cannot make anime? Wasn't report. What is it? Site credits name reference. BS. G'day Cam, how you doing? Let me get these bug report things. Let's see. Bug. Windows. Clicking header on Windows causes window to constantly drag downward. Bug. Crash after removing item from cart. Crash after item removed from cart and attempting to check out. The other one is placing furniture sometimes does not put furniture in placing state, which I don't understand how. That's one of those ones where I'm like, how does that even work? What? And then there's a bug for bug low priority. Boxes jitter. Jitter on the sidewalk. There we go. So, those are the things we need to do. What up, Oki? How you doing? I mean, you could, I guess, if you did it through Japan. Horrible. Currently building IKEA furniture, so shit. Without instructions. Oh no, Cam. Welcome to having moved out. What was this? Go for Windows mouse confined quick drag issue. You completed the test. You did complete the test. Congratulations. So there's this issue here that we need to fix, where you click on this and it causes it to drag out because the window area doesn't include the title bar. But when you click the title bar, the window gains focus, so it tries to capture the mouse or confine the mouse, which pulls the mouse into the actual defined window space. And that causes the header to move down to where the mouse now is, which causes the mouse to be outside the window, so it forces it down into the window and it forces it to drag out. That's the issue. So there's this thing here that we can implement. Which is if notification application focus in So I should be able to take this and place it somewhere. I'll probably put this on the game state. I don't have a physics process in here, do I? So, for this notification here, called when the object receives a notification, which can be identified by that. Okay. Handle Windows bug. The interesting thing will be, can I try to replicate this? I don't think I can. But what I could do... Print debug. Holding window. Not holding window. You're late, Mike. I've lost a bolt in the desk frame. Time to rip open the desk frame and get it back. It's the only way to do it. Only way. Toggling this value to fix the lighting and resetting. That's fine. Okay. So it does have holding window. Ah, yes. Input action just released. If that's true, and input what's the mouse button mask do? Returns mouse buttons as a bit mask. If multiple mouse buttons are pressed at the same time, bits are added together. So if I do that, I can do a bit shift. Or a bit comparison. Sorry. Which would be this. Like if I do that, would that work? If I'm holding two buttons down. What up, Dex? How you doing? G'day, you get dunt. What's the happa haps? I'm not sure if it's and. Bitwise comparison. It's going good. It's going good. I've got my coffee. I'm just relaxing, having some drink. There's the exclusive or logical or not. Still fighting with formatting a bit. So I can do that. Stunned and frozen. Now you should be able to check for a flag like this. And you're bit shifting and then bitwise adding. Or bitwise anding. To get the desired power of 2 results. Okay. So doing the ampersand should work. What and does is probably simple to figure out with all this information. Yeah, it's... Okay. Let's see. Is that... So this mouse mask here is only buttons that are pressed. Okay. That says holding window, but obviously I can't. Maybe that's what I could do. What was it? Was it that? What was the not? Not inverts the bits. But now that's complaining. Huh. Good 04, not bitwise. This doesn't have any not bitwise. B and not. Do I have to do... Is that what it has to be? It has to be that. I don't think that's going to be correct, but... Yeah, that's yeah, that's not correct. Um, huh. Good night, du boy. Have a good sleep. I get leftover screws. Does that mean I won? Yes. Yes, it does. It means you won potential injury in the future when things fall apart. Nah, they usually, like, IKEA stuff usually includes a little bag as part of it that has like an extra of each, just in case you do lose one or you need a replacement one in the future. You've already got it at that point. That's one good thing about IKEA stuff. This is new IKEA, like it's my old desk. I'd taken down and rebuilt. Oh. Okay, yeah, so you win future injury. That's all that is. Yeah, that's fine. Congratulations, Cam. Congrats on being a winner. How does it feel? So get mouse button mask. Not that. Not and? No. What up, Displant? Hello, pizza rolls. Ah, pizza. Nice. Is mouse button pressed? That's what we want. Mouse button wheel left. Yeah. Frickin' win. And then you got a quick... Ooh. Not quite. I wonder if we can do like a get tree. There's no notify. It has been a while, hasn't it, Displant? How have you been? It's that time of year where it's always like people have things to do, you know? So there's no... Get window. There is nothing. There's no event. What if it's... What about viewport? Shit. Where do we set it? We know notification event. Every draw object in Godot implements notification method. Its purpose is to allow the object to respond to a variety of engine level callbacks that may relate to it. For example, if the engine tells a canvas item to draw, it will call notification draw. Right. Right. So, what I actually need to do is I need to take all of this Does this even have a physics process? It does. So menu manager, even though it's a canvas layer, does have a physics process. That doesn't make sense to me. Why would a canvas layer have a physics process? Unless it's just inheriting from node. Okay, so it inherits from node. And node itself has physics process. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we run this. Okay, so that there's a problem. It isn't really working. How would you implement this? Like, because over here, change to visible. Now move the application around. When you're done, click on the game to confine the mouse again. Like, where are you putting this? I've put it on game state, it doesn't work. I've put it on my window manager, which is a canvas layer that sits over the top of everything. Doesn't work. Like, is anything pressed? The code will output false from any input while still holding is true. if the mouse is dragging the window. Okay. Is anything pressed? Let's see. See how it's not changing anymore? Maybe... Oh, actually... Put mouse mode. Brief mouse mode. Let's try that. Okay. What we can do... I'm wondering if I change it so that we change it back to... Actually, no, it doesn't matter. Mouse button left. I think what I need to do as well is go... There's got to be a focus mode or something on here. Okay, there is no process mode on you. You don't have a process yet. So I'm going to change this to just process. Because I don't think... Holding window. Let's see how it hasn't changed back to not holding window. Even though I've let go of the mouse. The menu manager's process should still be running. Is mouse button pressed? Mouse button left. See how it's not running processing. Let's take these. I'm gonna go. Holding window. So, if we're not holding window, see what happens. Why don't their processings? Why are their processings not running? Holding window. Okay, now let go. That's not how it works. Process must stop. You notice how it stopped printing those, even after I let go of the mouse. Which means this function just wasn't executing. I wonder if I can do like a window. Get viewports. You know, it doesn't work. Doesn't work. I don't understand how this reported workaround is supposed to actually work. Like, even if I move this onto a physics process, So you can see physics process is constantly printing that out. And then I select this, and you'll notice it just says notification. And now it never changes back. It's like it never reconnects the physics process. Like, and it should be, because you got an if here, and if we're not printing not holding window, we're printing holding window. So it doesn't make sense. It's like physics process just stops being emitted until I click a button or something. Yeah. Why? Because I want to make sure that it's working properly on Linux before I create a build and put it up for people on Windows to test and verify the issue is fixed. Because if I can confirm this stuff prints the correct way on Linux, then I know that it's going to print the same way on Windows. Are you inheriting process or passing through? It's just the default, like it's just the physics process of the node. It's like, so we're doing it on game state because game state is always there and they're always running. But for some reason, as soon as so you see how it's printing out, and it seems to have already stopped printing out. It's like, it's not until I click. Now it's printing further. It's, I know what it is. It's because of the pause mode. It's because of the pause mode. So what we need to do... We also need to set it up on main menu. So I need to take this. I need to go into main menu and do it there as well. Because main menu and loading are like the only things that actually run during... like when paused. What we can do is input mouse mode confined, and up here we set it to visible first, and then we set it to false, and in here it just does, if we're not holding, set it to whatever we want it to be. That's what it'll be. Bugger ads. How did you get ads? It's not ad time yet, and pre-rolls are disabled. The fuck are you doing, Twitch? Got saved because I missed your last stream. Well, at least you saved it. Had an ad above chat. Fuck. God damn Twitch. Stop showing random ads when... Okay, so... That's the issue there. I can't move things around. But when I let go... See, now it says that it's... As I run this on a smaller screen while working, I lose all of chat when that happens. Yeah. Frustrating, Twitch. So mouse mode is set to mouse mode visible. Mouse mode gets set to confined or captured. And up here, we set it to confined. But this should always be running. Print debug. Processing FPOS. So it's paused. Now it's running again. Mouse mode confined. No. Mouse mode captured. I do this. See how it says that it's true, that mouse mode captured is true, but the mouse is visible? So it's setting it to captured. It's setting mouse mode to captured. Am I seeing cursor? No, you're not. We've got Obsidian over here, which is for note-taking. We've got NeoVim here, which doesn't have any AI plugins or anything like that. We got Godot here. And we got GitHub open here with a bug that we're trying to implement the fix for. So the issue now is that mouse mode is being set to captured, but the mouse is still visible. Captures the mouse will be hidden and its position locked at the center of the window manager's window. But it's not doing that. It's capturing it, but the mouse is staying visible. Makes the mouse cursor hidden if it is visible. What up, Arrow? Merry Geduntmas to you. The game dev is going, but I wouldn't say well at the moment. We've got some confusing stuff that I just can't figure out. We're trying to fix this bug here, but I'm trying to get it working properly on Linux first. Okay, we do test. Sounds like progress. It's kind of progress. This is the part that confuses me. I do this, it's confined it, but then when I let go, like it's capturing the mouse, but the mouse is still visible. Like the mouse is still visible until I press escape. And then escape again. And then the mouse is hidden. Even though in here... On Unity, the cursor object has a hidden state. But that's the thing. Mouse mode captured captures the mouse. The mouse will be hidden and its position locked at the center of the window manager's window. So setting it to captured should also be hiding it. No, it's not getting changed anywhere else. Like, this is the only place outside of the main menu that we set mouse mode. So if we have a look here, we got mouse mode. We set it here to visible when we unfocus the application. So when I like go elsewhere, it sets it to visible so that we can move the mouse and whatnot. In loading, we make sure to set it to captured when we're loading. Let's see. The splash screen also sets it to confined. And the main menu, so the main menu runs when the game is paused, and the game state runs when the game is not paused. So we've got the same logic in two different places. Yeah. We don't need to worry about a window focused event because I can just say, because the issue is, Aero, on Windows, when you unfocus the game window and you click on the header bar is not part of the captured window area. So the mouse is forced into the window. But because you're holding the title, that forces the title to drop down. But then the mouse isn't in the window, so the mouse drops down. And that forces the title to drop down. And it causes the window to get dragged out of the screen. So that's the bug that we're trying to work around at the moment. And there is a reported fix. Like a reported workaround for it. Which is when... Where is it? When you get this notification here, you set the mouse mode to visible, so it's no longer captured, and you set holding window to true. Okay? And then inside physics process, what I'm doing is I'm going, all right, if we're holding window and the mouse left button is not held, like if that's not being pressed, then set this to false. And then inside process, I've already got logic to set the mouse mode based on if we've got a window open or a dialogue or something. And that only runs when this is false. So this will set it to true. That'll stop executing. We'll go into here after this happens. And then this will be false, which means dialogue won't be open, menu won't be open, processing FPOS won't be true, which means we set it to captured. And we know that we're setting it to captured because, wait for this to load. So we know we're setting it to captured Because if I, like, you can see right now, you can see the mouse icon is captured to the center of the screen. It's just not hidden. So that's our issue. I'm thinking a way that I can work around this is I think we do that. Whoa. If game in progress and that. Because now, if I go out here and I move this around, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. If I do this, now, that's maybe application focus out. Maybe we do that. Yeah, see, so now when you focus out of the game, it brings up the menu. But I'm wondering, because that's gonna suck. That should be out. So that's not doing anything either. Yeah, that's not working. Let's take a break from that and do a game duel. I did find this. I don't know if it helps. Mouse mode hidden is 1. Makes the mouse cursor hidden if visible. That's not gonna work. So, as I've captured, the captured state should already be setting it to hidden. Okay, so I don't want to implement a workaround inside my workaround. Because that's just shit. That's hacky as all hell. Like, yeah. It's like captured state should already be setting it to hidden. So there's gonna be something else that I need to trigger. I just need to find it. Oh, a third-person shooter, 2017 to 2018. I don't know many third-person shooters. Is it Hitman? No, it's not Hitman because it's not stealth. It could be third-person RPG too. What third-person RPG came out? I'm going to go Celeste just to work out the year. Okay, so we're looking at 2017. 2017 third person. It's not Overwatch. But that would tell me if it's shooter. Okay, so it's a shooter. It's not sci-fi. This is... Oh, is this going to be a Resident Evil? No. Epic game. Oh, it's Fortnite. Epic Games. Oh, yeah, that's that one. The issue that I have as well is this doesn't actually tell me where, like, they don't say where to put this. They just say unfocus the application and click the application title bar. You know? They don't say where to do it. I'm going to get rid of that. Let's see what happens. Maybe I do just hack it. Let's just see what happens if I do that. Let's just see what happens, error. I don't like it, but if it works... No, that doesn't even work. Okay. Okay, so setting it to hidden before we set it to captured, it does nothing. What if I do an elif? So it will go into here for this frame. And then it will go into here the following frame. So it will get hidden before it gets set to captured. No, still doesn't work. This. What? It is weird, isn't it? OS thing, Wayland vs X11. No, Like, it's purely the... Like, we go out, I click, see how it works. See how it works. And then, when I'm in this state, it's now like, what? What up, Tricky? How are you doing? It could be a Hyperland Wayland thing. It could be. Because the other thing that's happening is I'm not clicking on the title bar to move it around. I'm using the window, like the super key or the meta key left click to move it around, which is a Hyperland shortcut to move the window around in Wayland. So it could very well be that. I wonder. Hyperland show title bar. Or show window header. No Some OpenGL has a thing with Wayland, Minecraft for example. Let's go here. Window rules. Okay. Dynamic effects, don't really care about those. There doesn't seem to be any rule that can be applied to tell it to display the header. Duck have had one for a long while now. Yeah. Yeah, they all do. They all do. I'm waiting for the day. Like, you've heard about websites having prompt injection attacks, haven't you? If not, I can go through what they are very quickly. But basically, AI brain poison pretty much. I think you explained it before, but I kind of forget. Isn't it like a prompt that messes up system? So a prompt injection on a website is the website having hidden text somewhere in the HTML, so that when your browser's AI is parsing the website, it receives this prompt, this malicious prompt. and executes it and does something it shouldn't do. I am waiting for the first time that just searching something on Google causes you to just get completely owned. You know it's gonna happen. You know that it's not far away. It probably already has happened, and I'm just not in the loop. But yeah, it's... yeah. This is why I'm going to be moving to, what was it? I think it was Waterfox. This one. No. I'll move over to this. It doesn't, like, it's a Firefox fork that has no AI built into it. Like, no AI here. Mozilla's pivot to AI-first browsing raises fundamental questions about what browsers should be. Firefox have updated so you can turn everything off. Yeah, but that's not the issue. The issue is that the CEO of Firefox is going, like, pushing towards AI browsing, like AI browser. So they may have a switch right now that allows you to turn it off. But you've got to remember that they used to have in their TOS about, like, your data privacy and stuff like that. But they removed that at one point, and they tried to do it secretly. How long until they remove this button that turns off the ability to disable AI browsing? Probably, what, 2 or 3 years? Until people are, like, are accustomed to the idea of an AI browser. Once people are used to it and they're not thinking about it, they'll secretly remove it. And be like, yeah, no one cares anymore, we can get rid of that. Firefox has lost all trust. But yeah, I do think the issue that I'm seeing is only a window, like only a Wayland issue. EU kicked their feet from under them by screwing with Google search, whatever it was. Yeah, so it was like most of Mozilla's money comes from Google payment for making Google the default thingamajig. So, on some fantastic news, did you hear about Asus? Or Asus, whatever you want to call it, however you want to pronounce it. Did you hear what they're going to be doing? Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. But potentially far beyond. Rumor has it that Asus is toying with the idea of making its own DRAM chip. Asus purportedly shot down the rumor nearly as fast as it rose. If you haven't shopped for a kit, blah, 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 to make matters worse. Let's see. If, on the other hand, it was considering DRAM chip production like many reports assumed, that would present its own set of challenges that might be moot anyway. Folks at CNY's Taiwan claimed to have obtained an official response saying it has no plans to invest in memory fabs or enter the upstream semiconductor manufacturing market. Still possible that ASUS may want to offer its own memory brand modules, but we see that as unlikely. Even so, we've reached out to ASUS for more clarification. So this was yesterday. So it may not. Oh, here we go. 2 hours ago. It's currently rumored that they're working towards manufacturing DRAM itself in 2026, while Russian enthusiasts are trying to come up with a DIY approach. Going to an Iranian tech outlet, just trying to enter the market by the end of Q2 2026, if the information holds up. So it is just a rumor, and it sounds like it has already been, like they have already said no, they're not doing it. Even if ASUS enters the market, there's no saying they'd sell the products at an inflated price due to all the demand. That's true. That's true. Just because someone else comes into the market doesn't mean prices are going to go down. At the moment, it's expected that the DRAM shortage will last up until 2027, and experts believe it could extend into 2028 as well. Maybe the timeline will shift if other DRAM manufacturers come into play, but only time can dictate that. You know what we need to do? You know what we need to do? We need to figure out, like, the PC community as a whole needs to look at how these things are manufactured and try to create a small, like, a relatively small version that can create, like, your own personal DRAM modules. That's, that would be amazing. I don't see it being possible. It would be great, and I'm sure at some point in, like, 3 to 4 decades, it would be possible. But, you know. Yeah. I want to have the ability to have 2 projects open at once. Unreal users. Unity, but yeah. You know what's great? You know what's great? I can have, like, 50 Godot projects open at once. It's fantastic. Godot, baby. Because what, if I go... There it is. Godot is using 0.6 CPU and 2.3% of memory. Now, if I change this, because it could be because it's on a different monitor. So if I do it here, I go H-top, and we do Godot. There you go, 4% CPU. If I open up our street So it jumps up while it loads everything in. Go here. Yeah, 2.4% memory. 22% CPU. Yeah. That's nothing. I'd be at like 6 to 7 gigs of RAM at least. I know. I know. It's fantastic. And yeah, I'm not using BTOP. I don't see the point. Like, besides that there, I don't remember the last time I actually opened HTOP. Don't remember doing it. So there's no need for me to change to BTOP because it's just going to be something else that I don't use except for a rare instance. Do I put this out? Because I do think this is only a Wayland issue. Well, not even a Wayland issue. I think it's only a tiling manager issue. And I would prefer this issue, which is resolved. Let's see. So, oh, hang on. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Because, yeah, it's like... Why is it doing that now? Let's see. If it's an issue when asking for the client-side window decoration, it cannot add or remove that at runtime. Or it can perhaps, but pretty much no one switches that during runtime, I imagine. Yeah, I don't think it can. I don't think it can. Have you not slept? You were on when I went to bed and you're still on now. I slept. Let me just check something here. Let me check something. I got 6 hours and 25 minutes of sleep at a sleep score of 85. I got an excellent sleep score with 6 hours and 19 minutes of sleep. Yeah. Yeah. So now it's functioning differently. Is that why it's doing that? Hang on. Hang on. Oh my god. Okay, so you see that, how it's in the middle there. I can fix that by doing that. Gets rid of the mouse. Done. Problem solved. Easy. Easy. And it's only like a Wayland thing, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm going to export this. Because if I, like, currently this is in window mode, like it's in floating mode. If I set it to tiled mode, then even when I leave the window, as soon as the mouse goes over it, captured straight away. When did they add a leaderboard to sleep? I didn't get this update. There's always been a leaderboard to sleep. What's the menu doing to the mouse? Maybe you could hack that into happen when you're trying to get rid of the mouse. No, so the menu, the main menu, that runs during, like, when the game is paused. So when we bring up the main menu, we pause the game, and then the main menu is interactable at that point. And it does some changes in there. And then when you close the menu, it unpauses the game, and then the game state starts processing again. So main menu comes up, game state stops processing, main menu starts processing. Main menu goes down, main menu stops processing, game state starts processing. Sets it to not confined, then confined again. No. So game state, what the game state will do is when we unfocus the application, everything's fine. When the application gets focus, we set the mouse mode to visible, and we set holding to true. And then in here, in physics process, if holding window is true, so if we've gained focus, but the mouse button, like the left mouse button's not clicked, we set holding to false. And then that causes this to either set it to confined if the dialogue's open, if there's a menu open, like that's not the main menu, or if we're processing FPOS. Otherwise, it sets it to captured. Okay? The main menu, which processes separately to the game state. So when the game is unpaused, main menu doesn't exist. It doesn't run. It does nothing. When the game's not paused, the game state is running, doing its thing. When the game is paused, the main menu's running and doing its logic here. And when the game is paused, the game state's doing nothing. It's frozen. It's not processing anything. So they're two completely separate, disconnected pieces. Okay. When the main menu is running, we know that we're in the main menu. Okay. We know that we're in the main menu. So the only thing we need to do with the main menu is set it to be confined if we come back in. But this isn't processing when I bring up the main menu. When I bring up the main menu, we don't have anything in here that sets the mouse mode. Okay? We only have something in here that sets the mouse mode when we refocus the window. Okay? What happens is this will happen. Like, we search mouse mode. You can see, like, we set it to captured by default. We set it to visible. And we have this that runs. So menu open will get set to true when we open the main menu, and that causes it to change into captured. It's a whole thing. There's like 40 different connected parts, but they're not connected. They're not connected, but like a bunch of different stuff that at different points in time, depending on the game state, will change it. But primarily, we're just looking at this one. This is the only one that's executing at the time that we are looking at right now. So we don't need to worry about the main menu coming up and closing and whatnot, because that doesn't do anything. Like, even if in here, so we saw before where we would set the mouse to be hidden, and then on the next frame we would set it to either confined or captured, but that still didn't do anything. Yeah, I'm just wondering why the main menu closing would fix the issue, because it changes the flow. So when we open the main menu, we pause the game state and we set the mouse to be confined, not captured. When we close the main menu, the game state goes, the mouse is confined. I need to set the mouse to captured, because that's what it should be in at this point in time, because the menu's closed. Yeah. So all it is it's changing from one context to another and back. It's the exact same line here that controls everything then. It is. It is. It is. But the difference is, so the reason we have this logic here is because the game state is not executing when the main menu is up. Because when the main menu is up, the game is paused. We don't want the game to be running when the main menu is up. Okay? So that's the only reason we have this here. Because otherwise, if we get rid of this, then the mouse doesn't become confined again or anything like that in the main menu when we refocus the game. Yeah. And I could change this to just be visible. Yeah. We could do that. But I absolutely hate games that allow me to go off the window when I'm trying to do things. Absolutely hate it. Yeah. Because it's like I go to click something on the right and I accidentally go onto my other monitor and I click out of the game and I'm like, ugh. And that still doesn't do it. But when I open this, we go, okay, now we've changed it from captured to confined. And now we're changing it from confined to captured. Yeah. I do think this is just, what I'm seeing, I think that's just a Wayland issue. I don't think it's going to be an issue on Windows. So I don't think I need to worry about it. I don't think I need to do anything about it. Yeah, no. I'm gonna... Not solving issues is the best way to solve them. Well, I mean, this is a lot less of an issue. Like, this is a lot... Like, doing that is a lot better issue. Or not even that. Like, I can just do tab. Like, bring up this and then change it back. Yeah. I wonder, what if I do input mouse mode equals mouse mode confined. Wonder what happens if I do that instead. Now, dialog open, menu open, process FPOS. I guess what I could do... What up, Sakua? I'm doing good, thank you. I'm doing good. We can go dialog open or menu open or processing FPOS and input mouse mode is not mouse mode confined. Else otherwise, if all of these are null, or not, like if all of these are false, and input mouse mode is not captured, we set it to captured. So we just do it once when we need to, Why? Why? We know what's happening. Like, we know where it hits just based on what happens with the mouse. So right now, we know that it's set it to captured because the mouse is locked to the center of the screen. Like, we know that it's done that. And we know that it's changed. Like, we know that it's gone into here because we know holding window has been set to false. Because otherwise, it wouldn't have gone in here and set this to captured. You know? If anything, that'd mean the hidden visible state is different. However, setting the hidden to true didn't work either. Exactly. Setting this to mouse mode hidden inside process, which happens separately to the process, I don't know. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it. We're going to leave it here. I'll put up a new build today at some point. And then we can have people on Windows test this. See if it fixes it on Windows. Because I don't think it's going to be a problem for Linux. Honestly, I don't know how many people are going to be playing this game using Hyperland and Wayland. Because I think it is just a Hyperland issue. Because on other window managers, like on KDE, on GNOME, on XFCE, all this stuff, in windowed mode, you've got the window decoration that has the title bar. And you would click the title bar to move it around. But you don't have that on Wayland or anything like that. And I think that's what's causing the issue. What's going on, right, Riven? How you doing? I could also try on Windows Next 11 XFCE later. That'd be nice. That would be nice. Well, we'll fix this one next. We'll leave that as it is. The next thing, it's gonna be this base ordering screen. So the issue was we go in here and buy that. Base order screen, null, add to order. 56. Set on nil. Data box size set. That just says 2. So that's the enum. Where's line items? Line items is an empty dictionary. Like an empty array. If line items get that, has that, we increase the quantity in return. Add to order. Signals add to order for furniture. Product is emitting item data. So we're emitting item data, which is going into here. We're saying line items. That's the issue right there. Right there. It. That's what we need to do there. Much better. So we go here. Go here. Now if I press purchase again, crash. And that's because it's on a previously freed instance. Complete order. It should be going into here. It should be returning out. So the problem here this needs to be up in here. Delivery cost. Order total is that. Okay. So this will fix that issue. So we're going to loop through. As soon as the cost is over that, we're going to break out. But this here I don't want to update the report values, so this still isn't going to work for it. Actually, can't I just do if order total and delivery cost is greater than game state, shop settings, money, return. That's what that's what it should be. I just want to return out if they try to complete the order with not enough money. Yeah. And I can have a notification pop up. We can go into our notification manager. And we can do notice insufficient funds. Not enough money to complete purchase. Actually, do that. So we set that up. And then we do notification manager. Show notification. Insufficient funds. Now we go like that. Not enough money to complete purchase. Purchase worked. Yeah, perfect. Love it. That one's actually fixed 2 crashes. That fixed 2 crashes, one that hadn't even been reported yet. Damn. I like that. This one here should be an easy one to fix. I want to go into our furniture. So we do this. We go if character furniture state machine current state is not placing furniture state machine switch state. So there's been reports that for some reason inside with the furniture stuff, after placing a shelf, I open the box and I try to place it next to an existing shelf. Well, the shelf appears to snap toward the existing shelf. So that's that thing. That's fine. That's snapping stuff. It was shelved specifically when they had products on them. And yes, I think it was after the updates. So when they pick up furniture and move it, it never turns green for me to place it. And I can't quit the action, so I'm stuck holding furniture forever. There's also a lady with an exclamation above her head. So that tells me that it wasn't disconnecting stuff. There was nothing. Yeah, it wasn't disconnecting from things. Or it wasn't going into placing mode. Yeah, it wasn't going into this here. Which if we go into furniture, we have placing. Placing will go character placing. False. Look at player. And we'll go is placed is false. If look at player, we look at player. Otherwise, anchor. We'll do anchor placing for each anchor. And we set the raycasts enabled to true. Then we check place raycasts and we disable collisions. Anchor placing, connect up those. And it only happened, we'll test that after the ad break. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to do my daily Akari. Let's see, we got a hard one. Hard one today. %, 24 seconds for a hard. For a hard. It was 92% accuracy, 24 seconds. How? There have been ones that are medium difficulty that I just haven't been able to figure out. Let's kick it off with Fortnite. We're looking for a third-person game before 2012. Little hint for you there. Either shooter or RPG or both. Or both. It could be Borderlands 1, who knows. I know it can't be Borderlands. It's not Unreal Engine. Third person 2. So we could try Fable 2. Alright. So we're looking 2009 to 2012. Is this gonna be a Legend of Zelda? No. No, it's not a Legend of Zelda. Because it's not on Switch 2 or Switch. And at this point in time, it would have been on one of those. I guess it could have been like a DS game. Like, we could have a look at one of the... Was there a Legend of Zelda that was only on the DS? I don't think there was. Definitely feels like a Nintendo game. So it could have been... something like Pearl? No, it's not on the D. God damn it, it's not Nintendo or Game Freak either. It's not Android or iOS either, so it's not a mobile game. Exactly. What's it on? Is it on like the PS Vita or something? Is it like a Prince of Persia? PlayStation 3? It's a Sony-only PS3 game. Is this going to be like a God of... like a Gears of War? No, it's an RPG platformer. A PlayStation RPG platformer. And it's single player. God of War is an RPG. Neither's Gears of War. What could it be? I got no clue. My brain is stumped on this. Third-person platformer RPG. It's got to be like a God of War 3 or something, right? No. So 2011, 2012. Oh, is it like a... Is it like Mirror's Edge? No. That's first person. It's... What is it? What's the one? What's the one? What's the one? Not God of War 3. Not Mirror's Edge. What is... Oh my god. No. I don't know. It's a superhero. Oh! Oh! Batman! No? Shit. Oh! No, this is Infamous. Yep. Yep. Yep, Infamous. I forgot that Infamous was a shooter. Shooter. Infamous is clearly a shooter. Fucking oh god, I hate that. This one here should be fixed now. Because I'm always doing a check to make sure it's in the placing state. So on furniture... So in furniture we do is placed, look at player, look at, anchor, anchor, set surface material override. I think what I need to do... Process delta. I want to do character mesh. Set surface override material. to character mat. And when it's placed, we set it to null. We can do if character collision if it's not disabled, we can do character collision set deferred disabled true. I set its global position to that. I wonder what happens in I don't see what the issue would be. What I could do that new pause from adjust furniture var character camera to global pause. Then we'll do pause y equals 0.001. Then we return pause. There we go. So now I don't need to do assign global position and then separately assign the y, you know. And inside furniture, that would be fine. So this raycast goes down 0.1. And that makes sure that it's inside. Like that makes sure that it's hitting floor. So this one here, waiting testing. And this one I'm not worried about. Unless, actually, I think I know what the problem might be for that. So we're moving on to the delivery box issue now. So what we need, your collision, delivery, floor, player block, player, world. And if we have a look at this bobble box here, its collision is with item and floor. So that's fine, because the bobble box and the delivery box aren't interacting with each other. So when we have the delivery box that's filled with bobble boxes or cards or whatnot, their collisions aren't touching. They're not doing anything. The main problem the only issue there will be what if I let it freeze? If true, the body can enter sleep mode when there is no movement. Because what this report is that when we buy stuff, it does that. Yeah, and that issue is just the rigid body having gone through the floor slightly. And it's like constantly interacting. There. What up, Mel? How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm just tinkering to... What happens if I turn that on? I feel that's going to be a bit too performance intensive. Especially when you get a bunch of them, you know? It doesn't fix the issue anyway. Let's see if there's something under the physics settings for Jolt. Penetration slop. So let's set you back to that. Sweet velocity threshold. Let's see. Okay, so that solved that problem. Now what I need to do... is inside here for the casual cards. We need to test these cards. Make sure they don't fall through the sale counter. They shouldn't, because we've done changes to that. But who knows? Let's see, let's get this up here. And then... I was getting as many cards as I can. Also, I need to change the pricing of cards still. Because the pricing of cards at the moment, you can make a shit ton of money through cards. Like, these boxes cost me like $56. And like, I can sell all the cards for like... Oh, let's see. Let's see. That. Selling for $2 a piece. Let's see what happens. Because I've changed this from being a concave or convex collider, tri-mesh, to being a solid box collider. Why aren't you just buying anything? I wonder. Okay. Why is... There's something going on there. Something not right. But I think that's for the NPCs. Take item check. Um, let's see. Get all this set up. Open this. Go ahead, ask away. Try to keep it above 300 meters below sea level, though. I don't like to go too deep into the ocean. Okay. How can I say what I studied is not enough? Or how can I say what I studied is enough or not? I've been in this loop my whole life. I mean, enough for a role. Simple thing is don't. Because you've got to remember that when you're applying for roles, it's not just about what your skills are. It's also about what the skills of the other people applying for the role is. So your skills might be enough for the role, but someone else that applied for the role may be better. So it's not about if your skill is enough for the role. It's about if your skill and your work ability is better than others applying for the same role. And the rule of thumb there is it never is. It never is enough. You have to keep studying, you have to keep practicing, you have to keep learning new things and new tech that comes out. You got to keep learning that and whatnot so that you can keep up and stay ahead of the other people that are applying for the same roles. You also need to know how much BS you can sling, and if your problem-solving skills can cover your ass. That's true. That too. I think less the lady lost track when you stopped talking. I'm sorry, I think I've lost track now. Did I have a stroke? Yes, you did. I think you did. What? Yeah, that's right. So we've got min percentage set up. Alright, let's see what we've got here.
Is it think less, the lady lost track when you stopped talking? Probably. Could be. Could be. Okay, so min percentage is always at 1. Why is that? Oh, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Congrats. You are a gedunt. Let me comb my beard here for you. That's better. It's nice having a beard that's combed. Very straightforward. Very nice. There we are. Then... there we are. Thank you very much for keeping it nice and clean and neat. G'day, Bucky, you gedunt. How are ya? Let's see. Print debug. Market price. Hello, I'm making Bobble Shop Sim. Thanks to Oki, we've got the link to the Steam page pinned above. We're just fixing up some bugs at the moment. Trying to get things working. $73, 200. Ah, I see. I see what the issue is. Says 200 for common. Says market is 73. Market is 73. Card. Casual card. We have item data as a card. But it's not a card. Mostly category is card. Line item category is card. Then we do get rarity. We do what up, Woosa? Wait, are you with game dev behind Supermarket Simulator? No. No. No, I am not. I like to imagine that my abilities and my game are better, but let's face it, at most they are on par. So we get rarity. We get bobble category. We get bobble. That's the problem there. I think this here category should be card pack. So we do that. We're going to do line item category, card pack, price, card packs market, get, item data, bobble category. Actually, I can just do line item. So down here, we do card packs market. Line item. No. No, it does need to be bobble category actually. Actually, no, this can be line item because line item is that. So we can do it as line item and we can do card packs prices. And then where we have prices being set up down here, bobbles, cards, accessories, bobble boxes, or data, item data in card packs. You go whole box market, set data line item, market price, get enums rarity common. We need to export card packs as such. So now under our game state, we need to do card pack casual, card pack athletes, Card pack professional. Card pack hero villain. So we have to do it that way. If we have a look at this, we've got the price there. So by doing this, I can now run it, and I should get a value that I expect. That's being generous. It is being generous. Do you have eye tracking? I mean, me personally, yes, I do have eye tracking. Like, I can look at something and I can track it with my eyes. Yeah. So I personally do have eye tracking. Yeah. Can you move to any part of the game you want? Is this something I make for all games or every game from scratch? So one thing I'm going to be creating for my next, like once I've finished Bobble Shop Sim and I've released it and I'm doing like bug fixes and that's it. Like bug fixes and some content to be added and stuff later. I want to create a, what do you call it? I want to create a console, a debug console. And that will allow me to drop it into any project and I'll be able to spawn items in. I'll be able to set my stats. I'll be able to spawn in NPCs or despawn NPCs. I'll be able to like go to a certain level or a certain map or a certain area or something like that. Yeah, I'd set all of that stuff up. It still says 73,200. Get card pack price. Data line item. Actually, let me double check this. So we do that. And I can just do get card pack price, item data line item. We do get card pack price, line item, return an int, and this will return card packs prices, get line item 0. So if there is no price set, return 0. Which that's actually a problem. Then we do set card pack price. We're going to go line item price return void. We go if card packs prices get line item if it's not, well, we get line item actually, where's the bubble box one? New price. We can just do that. Same thing. Now I need somewhere that we're setting. Where are we setting card price? Line item category, card pack, shop settings, set card pack price. We're going to do pricing data, line item, new price. Set artwork price. You want to do that? New price. Like so. That should work. That should work. I hope. Oops. I now need to update the delivery box to place things correctly. But while we wait, I will see. So it should be a 200 compared to 200. Okay. Okay. Here we are. Here we are. Shop settings, 373. Nil to variable type int. So that's telling me... Ah, shit. Whoops. Card packs market. That's what we're missing. That's what my issue was. Now... grab you from up here. Move this out here. Now we wait. Now we wait. Okay, excellent. That's also landing perfectly. I should give them some rotation variants as well. Like some Y rotation variants. They like fall in different directions and stuff. Yeah. Beautiful. So that's working. I think that's finished. I think we've fixed that.
Did you know all the colour in Bluey are all colours dogs can see?
Yes, that is correct. That is correct. So you can sit down and watch Bluey with your puppy dog, and it will be able to watch along with you. Yep. Yep, true story. I think that's it for that. Made a small change to the adult physics settings, which seems to have resolved this. We'll have an update deployed later tonight. And we'll post a message in Bobble Shop chat when it's up. I've updated the states so that it checks
Will, it makes sense because they are dogs.
every frame that the furniture is in the correct state, and if not, it sets it to the correct state. Should fix this issue. We'll post in Bobble Shop Sim, Bobble Shop chat when the new update is deployed. I've implemented the fix based on the GitHub issue, or the workaround based on the GitHub issue. Should be resolved, but I'll post in Bobble Shop chat once I've uploaded the new build. Fix this issue and also another I came across in the same area while testing.
Did you know shrimps see more colors than humans?
Once I have deployed it. Give me 2 seconds, someone at my door. BRB. Alright, I'm back. Turns out it was a delivery. Whew. Running up and down stairs. What's my New Year's resolution? I don't have one. I don't see the point in making a resolution that I'm going to break. It's like, yes, I'm going to promise myself I'll do something in the new year. Which I could have started at any point in time, but the new year will be different. No, the new year's not going to be different. I'm not going to change my diet. I'm not going to exercise more than I already am. I'm not going to learn something new that I'm not already planning on learning. Like... So, all those bugs are fixed. I think. I'm just waiting on testing for a couple of them. This one here has also been fixed. This is all a lot of work. Okay. What we'll do, we're going to play a game duel, and then after the ads, what we might do...
IDKY, that rainbow text is funny with the stairs sunk.
The rainbow text is always funny. I don't know what you're talking about. The rainbow text is always amazing. What we'll do is after the ad break, I don't think there's anything else here I can do in the next 30 to 60 minutes. And I don't want to start it knowing that I'm going to have to stop it. So we'll probably play a round of I'm on observation duty. Okay. And then after that, I'll need to finish up by 11 because I've got family showing up for for lunchings and whatnot. So yeah. Yeah. What I'll do, I'll get this stuff committed. Fixed a few bugs. There we go. Tell family I said hi. Okie dokie. Let's see. Game Duel. Game Duel for the ad break. We're going to start with Infamous 2. Give me a game, chat. Give me a game. PlayStation 3 is off the table. Before 2011. Well, actually, before 2006. So you're looking at about 2006 earlier. Okay? So it's not going to be Minecraft, sorry. It's an in-house engine. So it's not going to be an in-tech or anything like that. It's not third person. It's not Sony Computer Entertainment. Not superhero, not sci-fi, not open world, not sandbox. This could be... What, the first Fable? You think Roller Coaster Tycoon? Okay, we're looking before... We're looking 99 and earlier. It's probably a shooter. Could this be House of the Dead? Okay, it's a first-person, single-player, multiplayer shooter arcade game. In-house engine. Not sci-fi, not horror. It's not Time Crisis, is it? No, is this going to be Duck Hunt? It's Duck Hunt! G'day, Fira, how you doing? Welcome in, you good dunce. Look at that. We got Duck Hunt. Gedunts. So it's that. Yeah. How you doing, Fira? Perfect timing indeed. We've got like 50 seconds left on ads. But yeah, we got Duck Hunt. We started at Infamous 2, we went to Fable, then House of the Dead, then Time Crisis, and I was like, oh, it's a single-player, multiplayer, first-person arcade shooter before 1995. Duck Hunt? Chat carried my ass to the end. Nice. Still got lots of shit done. Nice. Well, we got a lot of bugs finished. We've fixed... I've put in fixes for all of the issues that have been raised. I'm waiting to hear back on some of them to see if they're still issues or whatnot, but that'll be after I put a new build up. Actually, I think there was also... there might have been another one. I'm just checking to see if there was any other stuff. Yeah, cool. No other bugs that I've gotten responses to about fixes that I've put out and such. So, woot. What I'm planning on doing now, Fira, because I've only got like 30 minutes or so until I need to go get ready for family showing up for lunches and stuff. So I figure what we'll do is we're going to play a round of I'm on observation duty. The new game. The new I'm on observation duty 8. Just to like wrap up. I like how Bluey is an adult and a kid show. Yeah. Because like some of you don't know this. Some of you don't know this. But today is actually my birthday. And tomorrow is the birthday stream. What does Gedunts mean? Gedunts is short for good C word. Good, see you next Tuesday. Gedunt. Similar to good day being good day. Gedunt is, yeah. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, Goose got it. What up, Jeff? I thought it was a play on Godot. Now it's revealed. It's never been a play on Godot. Never been a play on Godot. Ever. Tuned in just the right time? You did. You did. We're wrapping up. I need to go do stuff in like 30 minutes or so. So I need to change this to I'm on observation duty 8. I'm going to do that for the last little bit. I need to change it on my other streaming platforms too. Observing duty. Ooh. They don't have I'm on observation duty 8. Interesting. I guess I'll just set 7 then, since they don't have 8. Well, too bad. Too bad. Cool. Cool. I love that word. It's a beautiful word. It is a beautiful word, isn't it? It's a beautiful word. You got a new phone, so what phone did you get? What we'll do, we'll go airplane, because I've already played some Ranch. I haven't passed it, but I've already played it and I already know some stuff about it. So we'll go for the one that I haven't played yet. So let's see. We gotta find stuff. So keep an eye on the departures here. Make sure they're all correct. We got a bag and 2 suitcases. Red, green, red. Closed. Green and red. Gate 2. Paper, got seat, sign, toilet paper, window closed, toilet paper, magazine, soap, vest, box, hydrant, not fire extinguisher, mug and banana. We got 2 seats with seat belts. We got the controls in these positions. We got the stick. Door closed, lights. Green, suitcase, down. Everything else is closed. Got a bag there, magazine there, shoes there, bag there, cup there. Got something there, and a suitcase there, and something there. That's closed. We got those. Exit, pointing either way. Let's see, down, suitcase, bags. You got some bottles and kettle and donuts and mug. Got that over there. Got a mug there. Okay, suitcase. All right. Keep an eye out for anything that's not what I said. Okay. I am a banana. Okay. I'm such a banana. So much so that I may actually be an orange. Yeah. Figure that out. Not seen anything yet. Oh, hello. That's an intruder. How about that? God damn it, chat. Stop pausing. Jesus. Nothing else has been altered yet. Take into account the images on the magazines and stuff. Well, that was just creepy. That's the point of the game. Give you some creepy creeps. Everything's the same. Okay. Okay, everything's good at the moment. Everything's good. For some reason, we'll try to replace other words with it, like Hunt for Red October. Ah, I see, I guess you. Snakes in toilets creep me out. I really hate snakes on a plane. Like, they're the worst. This is a normal reaction to have. If you listen to the internet, don't come to Australia because they make that sound like that's everything we'd have. Like, better than the average sized Australian spider. That's true. That is true. Oi. Get your ass back there. Jeepers. Jeepers. This ain't whatever the castle from Beauty and the Beast is. What up, lass? In Australia, everything kills you just by sneezing at you. True. True. I feel like there was something up there next to the vase. Okay. 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 Fine. Camera, alcohol, toilet. Found an anomaly. What one? Is it me? Am I the anomaly? Planes on time. Ah, yeah, that's true. Okay, fair enough. I don't remember that being there. Oh no, that's just the latch. Never mind. That's fine. Suitcase, bags. It's all good. Suitcase is still there. I know right now there's going to be an intruder popping their head around the corner. And then when I report the intruder, it's going to like run towards us. Can already see that being a thing. Do I report that still? Like... Okay. Take your word for it. Everything's fine there. I just need to get my phone charging. Alright, everything's looking good. Apart from that weird ass thing, imagine statistically it turns out places with highest volume of poisonous snakes, spiders, animals, etc. turns out to be the safest. Yeah. Well, you got to remember, most things in Australia aren't going to actually harm you. Like, the only spider that you need to be aware of and keep your distance from and get away from if you see it is the Sydney funnel web spider. That's the only one. Every other spider, I mean, if a whitetail bites you, it's like a small red spot for a little bit, and then it goes away after a couple of days. A huntsman's not venomous. Which is the spider to become Spider-Man. That's a radioactive spider. However, because we exist in our universe, that spider would actually just give you radiation poisoning and you would just pass away. So, sorry. Most poisonous, venomous animals do everything they can to avoid you. Yeah. Yeah, because we're like 4 times to 400 times bigger than them. From reading, the Daddy Longlegs is the most venomous. Huntsman and Daddy Longlegs are venomous, but isn't strong enough to affect us. Yeah, like, they will bite you, but their venom's not, like, there's not enough venom to do anything to us. That's too big. Oh, I'm talking about anything. Like, anything in the world that's venomous. Like, we're talking stonefish, we're talking snakes, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But, like, yeah. Nothing's going to happen to you if you're just, like, walking down the street. If you come across a snake, just don't fucking touch it. Just leave it alone. How are there 3 anomalies? I can see this one. I don't know where the other 2 anomalies are, though. All of this looks fine. All of this is fine. Those are fine. All of this is correct. This is correct. This is correct. That's what? What am I missing? No stirb, no. Always poke, prod, stirb. No, never. Never. I cannot find these other 2 anomalies. Does anyone see them? Okay, that was creepy. That was creepy. I'm assuming there's still 2 anomalies around. Could be images, it could be something like not being there, it could be something extra, it could be something moved to a different spot. I'm not seeing anything though. No, I removed them because I'm out of crackers and I need to pick up more crackers this afternoon. So that's why the hot sauce redeem has been removed for the moment. The hot sauce redeem will be back tomorrow for the 24-hour stream. Don't worry. Come on. Stop it. Stop it. What? What? Select all images of savory treats. What the hell was that? What BS? Oh, that sucked. Is that different? Because I know it was red, green, red, and I know it was green, red, and that was gate 2. Nothing out here looks different. It all looks fine. Windows are down. Maybe it's that? Maybe that's supposed to be down? Nah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Missing. Yeah. Imagine being on the toilet, Snape crawls up. That can happen. If that happens, it generally means you've got a break in your pipe somewhere. And a snake was allowed to crawl in. So... What's... a rift. At that point, nukes might be the only salvation. Maybe. Very maybe. Alright, everything looks okay. But I know there's still one anomaly somewhere. Like, is it this? Is that, like, moved? Or is that out of... No? Is that extra? I don't think it's extra, but I'm just going to report it just to be like, is it? Okay, so everything's correct from what I remember. They're just going to tell me Santa, Easter Bunny, and Tom Cruise aren't real? Tom Cruise isn't real. Tom Cruise is the first, like, tested AI generation. Object movement. That's flipped. Flipped up the wrong way. Are we good? Are we back to having no anomalies? I think we're back to no anomalies. It's all correct. Oh, hello. Hello, dead body. Nice of you to just drop in. Santa's real, Tom Cruise isn't. Easter Bunny is actually Easter Duck. Everyone's just been seeing it wrong. Like those images that they use for like, which image do you see? I think we're safe for the moment. Everything's looking good. And watching like 2 seconds when it's like, oh, you've lost because there's too many anomalies. There shouldn't be game controllers in the cockpit. I'm bored. I think I'll go to the mall, find a great parking spot, and sit in my car with the reverse lights on. Oh my god, that's amazing. That would be so fun. That would be so fun. Oh my god. I feel like renting a car and just doing that for the whole day. Can anyone explain why that would be fun? Because people would pull up thinking that you're reversing, and they would just sit there waiting for you to back out, but you're not actually going anywhere. You're just sitting there with your reverse lights on. So they'd be like, oh, this person's leaving the park. It's like, no, I ain't going anywhere. I think that's genius. That is so good. That's a good prank. That's a good prank that you can stream and no one gets hurt. No one's in danger. You know, that's a proper prank. I think you're an extra object too, because I don't remember anything being that close to the... No. Movement. Okay. Maybe I was wrong. Han. This is smaller. With pranks, a good rule to follow is confuse, don't abuse. Exactly. Exactly. if your prank involves someone getting injured or potentially injured, it's not a prank. Right? It's a crime. So and we should charge the people that do those pranks as criminals. Yeah. Not just be like, oh, you assaulted these people for like entertainment on TikTok. Okay, well, we're gonna send you to jail for 3 to 5 years. Not we're going to give you a month of community service. Don't do it again. Yeah. Is the requirement to be a mod here? Be a diabolical genius? That's just generally how people become in this. Don't worry. Stay here for a while and you too will become a diabolical genius. You'll learn from the professionals. Yeah. I don't know how I'm a mod. Or that. You'll either become a mod because you're a diabolical genius, or you'll just do something that earns you mod, and then, yeah. What up, Pluto? How you doing? Nothing's changing out here, and it seems like there's a lot of stuff out here to change. But it's not touching it. Okay. I'm not seeing anything, but I guarantee that I'm about to fail. That shouldn't be there. There should only be one. Only one. Pin more messages than timed out banned people or bots. Yeah, Seribot takes care of most bans and bots for us. I wouldn't mind it just getting handed Supermod. I don't think I've given anybody Supermod. Need some help padding your numbers for end year bonus? What are you talking about, lass? I don't pay anyone. These people just show up and hang out, so they're mods, and they help keep the community in a fun place that they want to hang out. That's all. Oh, yeah. I knew it was going to happen at some point. Extra object in business class, extra object in gate, missing object in cockpit. I need to know what they were. Oh, there was a plant over here. There was a plant over there. Extra item in cockpit must have popped up at the end that we didn't see. And then there was an extra object in business class, apparently. One there. One there. Cup, bag, suitcase, shoes, bag. Magazine. Huh. I don't know what that one was. I don't know what it was. Anyway, I should probably wrap up so that I can like get changed and whatnot for when people get here. Kind of feel like that would be a smart thing to do. So, what we're going to do, I need to end up here. Not end up here, I need to end here. We'll go to Fern. I'm going to get things organized for stream tomorrow after lunch and whatnot. You probably won't catch me this afternoon, honestly, Mike. I'm going to be going to bed early for the 24-hour stream. And I'm going to need to create some shorts and all that kind of stuff. So my plan for the rest of the day is go to lunch. Lunch will finish probably somewhere around 3 o'clock. I'll find clips and whatnot of today's stream and the streams a couple days ago and yesterday and whatnot. Create some shorts tonight and then bed. That's my plan for the remainder of today. And then tomorrow we do the 24-hour stream, which will probably become a 36-hour stream. But yeah, I'll be on Discord too. So yeah, feel free to ping stuff in there and chat and whatnot. But yes, I will be back tomorrow morning for the 24-hour stream. Looking forward to it. I also need to configure some stuff for the 24-hour stream too. I almost forgot about that. All right, have a good one, you good dunce. I'll see yous tomorrow.